Menu items have come and gone, prices have gone up, and sales have slipped.
It's been 4 years since our first Burger King episode, and lots has changed. Let's get into it.
In 2020, we weighed our fries and discovered Frygate, in which the weight of both the small and the medium were the same. So I'm going to weigh all 4 of them again and see if they're giving us what they're advertising. So the first one is the value. Now what appears to be the small, 120 grams from the value to the small. So let's start with the small fry. Yep. Oh, rogue fry. And now the medium fry. I'm making a face. I don't like that face. That's pretty cold, Burger King. That was a 3 gram difference, right? That's 4 grams. But this one is billowing with fries. I, as a consumer, want this. We are also weighing the packaging. I want to point out that the small packaging is more of a substantial cardboard than this paper. Onto the medium. And then we're gonna do large, which is, okay, 163, so I was right, this is the large. So the difference from here to here was 14 grams, and the difference from here to here was 19 grams. I mean, are you wondering? That's 15 grams right there. So from here to here, it's just this. And then we're doing 19. There's the difference. And that's like nothing, right? But Burger King isn't sitting around being like, what? Oh my God, we didn't notice that. This is the most deliberate pricing fry structure. They've had, what, 70 years to perfect this? I feel manipulated.
Once again, here are the 3 sizes of fries in the UK. We also uncovered a fry conspiracy when we found that our small was bigger than the medium. We were actually having some concerns about the sizes of the fries in the UK because our measurements showed that the lighter orange bag actually contained more fries than the darker orange bag. However, when lined up very scientifically like this, what we'll actually see is that the bag sizes go up in that color order instead. So I think what's happened here is that our small was actually bigger than our regular. So it does seem like Burger King's fries are now correctly sized. The differences might not be as big as you think. For example, with the regular fries, you're getting 30 grams more than compared to the small. But if you look at it in terms of the fries, you're actually only getting 8 more. The large is 34 grams bigger than the regular. So that's only another couple of fries. So generously speaking, that's only going to be an increase of 9 or maybe 10 fries. If you break down the differences from portion to portion, it doesn't seem like a drastic increase. However, I do think the large is probably worth it compared to the small. Potentially controversial opinion, I think Burger King fries might be the best fast food fries.
There appears to be no cup size change from 2020 to now. As true as it was then, our largest size is still the 1,120 milliliter or 38 fluid ounces. Or so they tell us. Oh, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. 38, it's not even 32. What are you doing, Burger King? I'm inviting all Food Wars fans to go back to previous episodes over the past 4 years. I don't think it was this small to begin with. Interesting with the fries and the drinks, guys. And internet, you know what I've also noticed? The prices have not gone down.
Back in 2020, our largest drink was 500 milliliters. That makes it smaller than a US small. At least according to the cups, the drink sizes in the UK haven't changed in the past 4 years. On the cup, it actually does say 0.5 liters, and they have filled it to that exact line. I think they've actually been generous there. I'd say that's more like 550.
Back in 2020, our Whopper weighed 271 grams. Since then, over the past 4 years, I have weighed a Whopper several times because my life is dope and I do dope shit. And this is a totally normal job. Our Whopper in America weighs 277 grams, right? That's really close. That's a 6 gram difference. Goodness.
In 2020, our Whopper weighed 280 grams, which at the time was actually bigger than the US one. Our Whopper today weighed just 255 grams. That's the smallest Whopper we've ever measured on Food Wars.
Shrinkflation comes for us all. Outrageous.
How has the price of Burger King changed in the past 4 years? In the mid-2020s in the US, we paid $3.19 for a large fry, $2.59 for a large Coke, and in 2021, it was $6.07 for a Whopper. But today, those same menu items are as follows. Large fry, $4.39, large Coke, $3.59, and a Whopper, $7.99. This is based on what we purchased for the show in the Burbank area of Los Angeles, California, so the prices vary state to state. But this is a significant price increase.
In 2020 in the UK, a large fries was £2.19, a large Coke was also £2.19, and a Whopper was $4.99. And here are the prices for those same items in 2024.
Burger King does have several deals to hopefully attract and retain customers. These deals are limited. This one caught my eye. It's the $30 Ultimate Bundle, 2 Whoppers, 2 chicken sandwiches, 16-piece nugget, they gave me 2 8s, 2 small fries, 2 small drinks. This whole thing is $30. Now, looking at this, I would think this is enough for 3 people, maybe 4? What do we think? Just because of the sandwiches? What is confusing to me about this is the 2 drinks. That to me implies it's for 2 people. I don't think that I would want a fry, a chicken sandwich, and a Whopper, and an 8-piece nugget. That seems like a lot for 1 person. But if you broke it up by 3 people, only 2 get to just share a drink. It's very confusing, the amount of food for the amount of people for this, but all this for $30 seems like not a bad deal. There's also a $24 meal, which is 3 Whoppers, 3 hamburgers, and 3 fries. That makes a little more sense. That could be for 3 people, right? To me, maybe the best deal going for 1 person is the $7 Your Way meal. Starts with your choice of either a Whopper Jr., Chicken Jr., or Bacon Cheeseburger. Boom, not bad. They get a 4-piece nugget with a sauce. Okay. Then value fries, value drink. Yeah, $7. I feel like I would be able to eat this for a meal and feel pretty satisfied. The question is, why are these individually so much more expensive and then you knock off the price to make it, couldn't it just be roughly this cost all the time? Just gonna throw it out there.
We've also got a few value meals of note in the UK. Currently, we can get 2 regular Whopper meals for just $10.99. That's 2 Whoppers, 2 regular fries, and 2 regular drinks. 1 large Whopper meal in the UK is £5.99. You might also be able to find deals on delivery apps like this one from Uber Eats. On there, you can get 2 Whoppers and 2 large fries for £12.
As the prices have risen, some say the burgers have gotten smaller, or at least smaller than advertised. A class action lawsuit filed by a man in Florida claims Burger King misled customers with exaggerating sizes of burgers in its ad and in-store menus. It claims the burgers are 35% larger in the ads. The judge did dismiss the TV and online claims because they are advertisements. All right, that sounds fair. But, this is interesting, the in-store menu images, which list the prices and product info, that is a different story. Their whole purpose, the judge says, is to present the potential customer an offering of the available menu items and their prices. As of October 2023, the lawsuit has proceeded, but there's no word on where we are with that.
Here is everything at a UK Burger King you won't find in the US.
Here is most of the US Burger King exclusives you can't get in the UK.
We shot the first episode while Burger King was still offering a limited pandemic menu, whereas now we can show you the full range of treats on offer. Let's start with the burgers. Here we have the Smoky Chimichurri Angus Burger. This one is part of their Gourmet Kings range, which is Burger King's premium brand of burgers. I've got to say, it sounds really good. Obviously, you have quite a thick beef patty in there. You have an oak smoked cheddar cheese in there. There is rocket on there, or arugula for the Americans, and a generous serving of their chimichurri sauce. For those who have not had chimichurri before, it's, I believe, an Argentinian condiment. Typically, you're gonna get things like garlic and lime juice in there. Okay, Burger King. I've got to say, that's actually really good. You get a real beefiness from the patty. The chimichurri sauce, while it's not the most intensely garlicky or herby chimichurri in the world, there's definitely a herbaceous element to it. The approach they've gone for is almost more like a kind of herby mayo. I also like that smoked cheddar as well. Smoked cheese, one of life's greatest pleasures. Huge fan.
Starting with the burgers that are exclusive to the US, I wanted to cover these 3. Starting down here is the Triple Whopper. United Kingdom, listen to me. I understand if you go into a Burger King and you ask for a Whopper and you're like, put another slice of meat in there, they'll probably do it. But as far as menus are concerned, we have a Triple Whopper on our menu and it looks like this. Guys, this thing, it looks like it was hit by a car on the way over here. We have done many fast food triple meat cheeseburgers. What Burger King does with their Triple Whopper, I just think it is so bizarre. And I'm asking anyone watching this to defend this sandwich. Because unlike every other fast food burger place, their Triple Whopper is 3 slabs of beef with nothing in between them. Why? 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 This is so what happens is, when you bite into it, you get 3 times the meat in the Whopper, but the same amount of cheese. This is madness. Is it up to us to go, yo, can you slip some cheese in there? First of all, too big to bite, but if you can, the taste is almost all meat. The Whopper prides itself on the flame grilled. The Whopper beef, the Burger King beef, always has a flame grilled flavor. I like where your head's at. It needs more cheese.
Then we have another one of the gourmet kings. This one is the Barbecue Steakhouse Angus. In terms of toppings, we again have the rocket, but there is mayo, there's tomato, there's bacon, there are crispy onions, or what were once crispy onions, and barbecue sauce. It's not bad. With these gourmet ones, the patties are thicker, and it is Aberdeen Angus beef that they're using, and you do taste it like it's a good quality patty. The barbecue sauce actually isn't that pronounced, which personally I quite like, but all in all, yeah, not the most strongly flavored burger I've ever had. I think the chimichurri one's better, but this is still pretty good.
Next up is the Texas Double Whopper. Yes, it once again does this thing that I'm very annoyed by, but I have to say, this is one of my favorite fast food burgers. I know, seems weird, right? I was just ragging on this one, but it's really fantastic. I do like this burger a lot, and it's really juicy. Maybe it's because of the jalapenos, I don't know. This thing is dripping, boy. All right. What I love about this burger is the bacon and jalapeno mix. It isn't too overpowering. The bacon kicks up the savory flavor of the burger, and the jalapenos obviously give it a little bit of a kick. I'm not quite sure why jalapeno equals Texas. Don't you think there would have been like a barbecue sauce on here? Overall, I think it's a fantastic burger.
This is the Bacon Double Cheese XL Burger. I am surprised this one is a UK exclusive because it has all the things that Americans like. It has double, it has cheese, it has burger, and it has XL, which for me, you know, that's America in a nutshell. It does, unsurprisingly, exactly what it says on the tin. It's a double pattied burger with bacon and cheese. This one is not part of the gourmet range, so it's slightly thinner patties, much more of a standard fast food cheeseburger, but very satisfying.
Moving on down here, we have the Bacon King. Now we're talking. Lots of cheese. Look at this, guys. Huh? You have the capabilities to do it. Just do this every time. It's meat, cheese, bacon, sauce. There's no veggies on this, are there? That's really funny. Burger King knows their audience. That's a really good burger, a little intense. And of course, here's all the other burgers exclusive in the US I did not get today. Burger King in the US has so many chicken exclusives. I didn't realize there were so many chicken options at Burger King, but they have a lot. Starting down here, the Royal Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Yeah, not bad. There's the fiery Royal Crispy Chicken. They also have a chicken sandwich here. Bacon and Swiss. Bacon makes sense, but why Swiss? I don't know, maybe they feel Swiss is fancier. I will say all of these sandwiches, these chicken sandwiches, are good. Definitely not my favorite, and I couldn't see myself going out of my way to Burger King to get any one of them.
We have a fair few exclusive chicken items here in the UK. Remember that chimichurri beef from earlier? Well, we also have an exclusive chimichurri chicken sandwich. Chimichurri chicken sandwich is a hell of a tongue twister. One thing I do like, and I'm now noticing about this one, is that they sauce both the top and the bottom. That's something that not enough fast food places do with their burgers. I like the beef one. Let's see how the chicken compares. It's still really good. I actually got like weirdly more of the kind of herby flavor from the chicken one than I did compared to the beef. I think chicken has less of a flavor compared to beef, so it's kind of more of like a blank canvas to work with. You just go and like paint your little flavor portrait on there. Honestly, yeah, this is really good. We've had the barbecue steakhouse beef. This is the barbecue steakhouse chicken. I think in that one I actually prefer the beef version. There's less going on flavor-wise in terms of the toppings, so I think in that case you actually want the stronger beef flavor to come through.
This one is the original chicken sandwich. I never got this until we started doing this show. And what I think is interesting about this, so it's a basic sandwich, sorry, you got their mayo sauce. It's shaped in this mini Subway for seemingly no reason. I don't know why this, maybe because visually it stands out. It tastes exactly like the McChicken.
Next up we have the Chicken Royale. The US just calls this a chicken sandwich, but in the UK it's a Chicken Royale. Describing a burger as Royale in a fast food context just makes me think of Pulp Fiction. That is a tasty burger. It's a bit sad looking. So the thing with the Chicken Royale is that it's not like a chicken breast. It's like a formed chicken patty, like a big nugget basically. The Chicken Royale is one of the chicken sandwiches I've had. As much as I'm willing to go up to bat for British food and British fast food, I do actually think chicken sandwiches are an area where the US is kind of beating us. Just the fact that the default condiments for a chicken sandwich in the UK, generally speaking, are lettuce and mayo, for me, a little bit bland. And I think generally speaking, the chicken in American sandwiches is a little bit crispier than ours, which works really well.
At a US Burger King, you can get a Chicken Junior, which I'm assuming is a smaller size sandwich, and the Big Fish, which is, you guessed it, fish instead of chicken. Just lumping all that in together. Also at the US Burger King, you can get wraps. I don't like wraps. Today I got the Royal Crispy and the Fiery Royal Crispy. Is a calorie thing, I guess? Certainly isn't a taste enjoyment thing. Now, a lot of people in the UK are looking at this right now being like, but Joe, the UK has chicken fries. Look again, UK. Have another look at that menu. As of 2 days ago, me and Harry were Zooming about this very shoot. We found that currently, at the shooting of this, only have the fiery or the hot Dorito chicken fries that he'll be showing off, not the regular ones. Harry, did you get the regular ones? Let me know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I never miss an opportunity to have the chicken fries. Such a great idea. Such a great idea.
Currently, the only version of chicken fries we have on the menu are these Doritos Extra Flamin' Hot ones. They've replaced the standard ones. I don't know if that's permanent or temporary. We'll give them a try and see if my face ends up looking like his. It's actually not too bad. The Doritos Extra Flamin' Hot crisps are like relatively new to the UK. They definitely do have more heat to them compared to like the chili heat wave, for example. And that does kind of translate here. My only complaint with these ones is that like, it's kind of just like you've taken a teaspoon of chili powder and just eaten it. Balance those flavors out a little bit. Right now, it's okay. Burger King in the UK has a couple of exclusive plant-based options. If you go vegetarian but you miss long chicken, then Burger King has you covered. This is their Vegan Royale. It's the same bun as a Chicken Royale, but with a fake meat chicken alternative, vegan mayo, and lettuce. Gotta say, like, looks-wise, they've kind of nailed it. Let's give it a try. Tell you what, that's actually not half bad. Texturally speaking, it's pretty similar to just like a cheap chicken nugget, which I don't mind at all. And flavor-wise, yeah, they've actually like pretty much got that. And then we have our plant-based Whopper. The composition is like a regular Whopper. Obviously you have the lettuce, you have the tomatoes, the onions, the pickles, but instead we have a vegan mayo and a plant-based patty. In the US, they have the Impossible Whopper. However, Impossible beef is still not allowed to be sold in the UK, so Burger King have developed their own version.
Impossible beef contains heme, an ingredient approved in the US, but not in the UK or the EU. Now, recently, the European Food Safety Authority ruled heme safe for consumption. Impossible Foods still have steps in the approval process, but it sounds like the Impossible Whopper could be coming to the UK soon.
They've done like an okay job with this. It reminds me of one of those like really cheap beef burgers that you get from a burger van. You're up early at like a car boot sale or it's bonfire night and you want one of those very quite crappy, quick burgers. I think all in all, the plant-based chicken has done a better job of replicating what it's supposed to taste like, but I think if you want like a satisfying fast food burger experience, the plant-based Whopper is still good. Now it's time for Sauce Talk.
Sauce Talk.
The UK Burger King has 3 sauces not found in the US. America has a barbecue sauce, but ours is smoky, very shiny and very gelatinous. Let's give it a go. That's not bad actually. It's not like overpoweringly sweet or overpoweringly vinegary. It definitely does have a smokiness to it, which I appreciate. When I was first doing Food Wars, I kind of hated barbecue sauce, and honestly it's kind of grown on me these past few years. That's a pretty pleasant condiment. Next we have a sweet chili sauce. Sweet chili sauce is a really popular condiment in the UK, and that has not changed in the past 4 years. Very standard, but acceptable Thai sweet chili sauce. I've said in the past that spicy mayos are some of my favorite condiments. I love that spicy but also kind of cool balance of flavors that you get with the creaminess of a mayo. Let's see how they've done. I think if you handed me that in like a blind taste test, I wouldn't instinctively say spicy mayo. To me, that almost kind of tastes like a spicy Big Mac sauce. I mean that in quite a complimentary way. I think it's really nice.
In the US, we have these 4 exclusive sauces in no particular order. Ranch, specifically Hidden Valley Ranch. You know, the ranch that tastes like all other ranch. Ranchy. You have a sweet and sour sauce. Sweet and sour saucy. You know, I sleep on sweet and sour and I really shouldn't because it's very good. That's a very good sweet and sour. Ooh, barbecue, regular barbecue. They have varieties of barbecue. We just have straight barbecue from the barbecue region of America, just pan barbecue sauce. I don't know. Ooh, nice. Tangy, smoky flavor. Yeah, all right. And of course, buffalo sauce from the great city of Buffalo, New York. Yeah, I'm a buffalo sauce head for sure. Currently the only US exclusive side is this, Mott's applesauce. You know what applesauce looks like. Appley.
The UK has a few loaded fries options. Burger King are really getting their money's worth out of the chimichurri because currently we have these smoky chimichurri king fries. I have thoughts on loaded fries. The thoughts mostly are that I don't like them. These are loaded to the absolute hilt with crispy onions, bacon, and that chimichurri sauce. All the toppings just kind of go on the top layer, and then all the ones underneath are unseasoned and untopped. I feel like I like them as a concept. I think the idea is good. I think the execution needs to be refined. There's actually a bit of heat to this, which I wasn't expecting. I think there's like little bits of chopped up chili in the chimichurri, which I didn't really get in the burgers. I think the flavor profile is actually pretty good. Yeah, all in all, okay. We also have loaded king fries with bacon. These have fries, bacon, and a lovely radioactive cheese sauce. Generous with the bacon, I will say. And for the vegetarians out there, Burger King just has loaded king fries. It's the cheese sauce with none of the bacon. That is certainly a cheese sauce. The color on that. One side worth highlighting in the UK are halloumi fries. For those who aren't aware, halloumi is a firm cheese made with goat's milk. The main producer of this is Cyprus. British people absolutely love halloumi. I don't think it's really taken off in America, which is sad because it's very nice. It's nice and salty, it's not too cheesy, it's just really good. Moving away from halloumi but sticking with cheese, we have these chili cheese bites. The chili cheese bites actually contain a cheese blend. There's cheddar in there. I think there's also some processed cheese as well. And the little green bits are jalapenos. One relatively new addition to the Burger King menu is that you can get Monster Energy from a UK Burger King. This has kind of blown my mind. Right now you can get 3 flavors of Monster Energy at a Burger King in the UK, starting with the classic. You can also get the Monster Energy White Zero Sugar, and you can get the Monster Energy Juiced Mango Loco. I feel that putting Monster Energy on a fast food menu is setting something of a dangerous precedent. If I'm being honest, I'm not a huge fan of this business decision. We did a whole episode on Monster Energy and I think I made my feelings quite clear in that one. But I will say the Mango Loco one was, I think, my favorite flavor that they have. A couple of other fun drinks worth highlighting. In the UK, Burger King sells Capri Suns. We have both the orange and the blackcurrant and apple flavors. UK Burger Kings also offer a full range of hot drinks. Of course, in the UK, you have to sell English breakfast tea. They appear to be using PG Tips tea bags. You can also get a hot chocolate, and you can also get a full range of espresso coffees. You can just get the espresso on its own, or you can get it mixed into a cappuccino, an Americano, a latte, or a flat white.
The US has so many exclusive drinks, like all of these. They also have frozen drinks. In front of me today, I have a frozen Coke and a frozen wild cherry drink. There's also a frozen blue raspberry. Let's try these guys out. Boom. Oh man, I think the syrup has settled to the bottom. This has been sitting very long, but very flavorful. Also an instant headache. And of course, frozen Coke. Oh man, tastes good but hurts your teeth. For desserts, you can get a variety of shakes. There's a chocolate shake, vanilla shake, strawberry shake, and this, the Oreo shake. I'm telling you, this thing, a delight. Now deceitfully, it looks like a vanilla shake with bits of cookie in it. Not so. This shake is actually flavored the cream of the Oreo cookies, the center cream part. Oh my God, so good. Oh, it's fantastic. They also have soft serve at Burger King. I didn't ask if the machine was broken or not. I'm not bringing ice cream here. It's gonna melt before I get to the studio. You know what soft serve looks like. Also exclusive dessert here in the US, we have chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, okay. You're supposed to be this crunchy? I mean, they're still good. It's this thing where like, they're probably stale. I'm not supposed to be like this, but I'm still gonna eat them. Sadly, over the past 4 years, we've lost many, many items in Burger King.
We wanted to pay tribute to some of our favorites that we've lost since 2020.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Burger King in the US is pretty vague when it comes to ingredients. They don't disclose a comprehensive list anywhere. Shortly after we filmed our original US versus UK Burger King episode, Burger King permanently banned 120 artificial flavors from the menu, including aluminum, yellow numbers 1 through 5, BHA, and BHT. Here's a full list. After our international online viral sensation Food Wars US versus UK Burger King? I wonder why they did that. I wonder. Once again, let's look over some of the comments from the original US versus UK Burger King episode. When you realize the US small drink is literally larger than the UK large. Yes, it is, which is wild. Back then, it was about 90 milliliters bigger. I think that still might be the case, although our large definitely got quietly a bit smaller. I think in Food Wars history, that was the first time our small was bigger than the UK large. Not the last time, though.
When the medium and small US fries see each other, Spider-Man pointing intensifies. First of all, love that meme. So glad they referenced it in the new Spider-Man film. And yeah, that was kind of wild. I feel like Frygate 2020 is a really early defining Food Wars moment. I'm glad to see they've kind of sorted it out, and I like to think that we can claim some credit for that.
The US guy has just a fun sense of humor, while the British guy has a more professional thing. Yes, correct. Although Harry has loosened up over the years, me, I'm exactly the same.
So this is what Harry Potter and Malfoy are doing after graduating from Hogwarts. Yeah, fair enough. As a kid called Harry with glasses, it even have an eyebrow scar. It was a rough childhood.
Right, another award-winning Food Wars episode in the books. As a reminder, we release new episodes on this and only this channel. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you have an idea for an episode, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. We're clearly running out of ideas. And if we end up doing your idea, maybe we'll do it. And give you no credit. Dylan J. Locke was our PA. And Brian, I'm gonna guess, Incaniso? Inocencio.
Oh my god, that's how I always pronounced it. I was right.
Way to go.